Yeah, like I said before. All right, look here. When the show's done, gonna get these keys together because we got to get this money. You understand me? Get the keys together. We're gonna make this delivery. You know what I'm saying? Once I get through with the show and everything like that, we're gonna make the delivery. And you know what I'm saying? We're gonna make it do what it do. You dig? All right now. It's like I told you last week. Don't fuck up. I'm a busy man. I ain't got time to be attending no funerals. Yo, what up though? What up though? What up though? It's the one and only Akil, aka Intelligent Rebel with metal aiming at devils on all levels and pedestals. Yeah, baby. I know it's been a while. Ain't really been that long, but it's been long enough. And welcome to another episode of Coming Through in the Motherfucking Clutch. That's just coming through in the clutch. I just wanted to add the motherfucker for effect. Look here, ladies and gentlemen. Today we have a jam-packed show, right? Give you a little bit of a rundown, all right? First and foremost, we got Akil's point of view on three different topics. We're going to have Akil's point of view on Bill Belichick going to UNC. We're going to have Akil's point of view on the Heisman Trophy. Congratulations to Travis Hunter. A little bit of controversy there. We'll discuss. Also, you're going to get an Akil's point of view on Caitlin Clark. Congratulations, Caitlin Clark, for winning Time Athlete of the Year. Let's see here. We're going to go over the NFL. We got some scores. We don't have highlights because we ain't got it like that yet. Don't whatever. To hell with y'all. We ain't got it like that yet. You want highlights? Go to Sports Center. No, don't go to Sports Center. Stay right here. Stay right here. We got the scores. We got the scores. Just use your imagination. Let it run wild and shit. So yeah, we're gonna talk about some scores. We're gonna talk about the playoff picture. Upcoming games for week 16. Let's see here. We're going to talk about the NBA Cup Final. Yeah, the NBA Cup Final. That is tonight. You got the Milwaukee Bucks versus the Oklahoma City Thunder. Let's see here. We're going to have a word from our sponsors, as always. Then I'm going to give you my sports quote of the day from a former head coach. Who won't hesitate to give you his blunt assessment of what happened during the game. And then I'm going to go ahead and give you my outro. So yeah, that's what's going on. Before we get started with anything, allow me. Today's show is brought to you by Black Love Blunt Spray. If you want the smell away, spray Black Love Blunt Spray. Smells like trauma. All right, my peoples. First and foremost, let's get into Kill's point of view going on. Dun 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 Akil's point of view. So, first topic for Akil's point of view. Former New England Patriots head coach, former 6-time Super Bowl champion head coach, 8-time coach in general, because he has 2 as a defensive coach with Bill Parcells and the Giants. Bill Parcells, who retired from the NFL last year, said, you know what? I'm going to go to college. This man has 0 college experience. He is arguably the greatest NFL coach ever. Arguably, scandals and all, arguably the greatest of all time. And he is going to the University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill Tar Heels, who just fired their former head coach, Mack Brown, who won a national title with the University of Texas, Vince Young's squad. Shout out to Vince Young. I'm not going to lie, when I first heard the story, I was like, what the fuck is this motherfucker doing? He has 0 experience in the college game. The college game is a little bit different than the pro game. In the pros, you can manipulate an owner and say, look here, give me all the control. All you do is sit back, sign the damn checks, give me all the control. You can do that in the NFL. He did that in New England. In college football, you got to answer to a plethora of boosters and a whole lot of people with money that's going to be paying for players to come to that school to play football. Now, if you know anything about UNC, UNC is a basketball institution. When you think of UNC, you think of Michael Jordan, you think of Dean Smith, you think of what's my man Roy, Roy Williams. You know what I'm saying? You think of Vince Carter, Rasheed Wallace, Ed Cota, Raymond Felton, etc., etc. You don't think about football. You know what I'm saying? And after thinking about it, I think I think Bill Belichick is going to be successful. Maybe not in his first year, but definitely second, third, maybe even fourth year. Fact of the matter is, Bill Belichick, although he's about 80 years older than every player on the squad, the one thing that Bill Belichick is a teacher. He can teach the game of football, right? He can teach you the X's and O's. Bill Belichick knows what it takes to win, right? If you're looking for a college equivalent to Bill Belichick, look no further than Nick Saban, because Nick Saban is a Belichick disciple. Nick Saban, it seems, when he's in coach mode, has zero personality. He seems like a coach you wouldn't want to play for. But when you look at his resume and you look at what that man has accomplished, you like, okay, yeah, I think I can go there. Bill Belichick brings instant credibility to the University of North Carolina football squad. He brings instant credibility. He already said in an interview that, you know what I'm saying, players, agents reaching out to him, they want to come and play. I mean, hell, if I want to go to the NFL, why not play for the greatest NFL coach to ever coach? Why wouldn't I want to play for him? I mean, yeah, it's going to be hard work. You're going to have to work hard. This shit ain't going to come easy. You're going to have to be disciplined, you know. Real quick, Keyshawn Johnson, former wide receiver, he brought up a point on his show where he said that Bill Belichick, that motherfucker better get some black coaches because he's going to have to go and do some recruiting. You know what I'm saying? You can't just recruit white folk now. You're going to have to go up in there. You're going to have to go up in the hood. You know what I'm saying? You might have to go up in, you know what I'm saying? You might have to go up in the hood, in the projects maybe. You know what I'm saying? And some neighborhoods that might not be the best. All the neighborhoods are not going to be like that for your black players, obviously. But you better get you some black coaches. And I agree. And if not black coaches, yeah, you need at least a few black coaches and hire you a few black scouts, you know what I'm saying, so you can get you a nice little mix of players. But at the end of the day, I think it's a good move for Bill Belichick. Why deal with the egos of these grown-ass, overpaid prima donna athletes when you can mold the mind of the future player? You know what I'm saying? So, again, after consideration, I think Bill Belichick is going to be successful. You just give him a little bit of time. He's going to be successful. That man can coach. I think he will eventually get the players that he needs. He may run a very pro-style offense. However it is, we'll see. But I think the man is going to be successful. He's won too much not to be successful. You know what I'm saying? And who knows? Shoot, he could probably get the UNC Tar Heels in the college football playoff within 2 years. You know what I'm saying? Shit, they might win a national championship in 5. Who knows? Who knows? But I think he will be successful at the end of the day. So congratulations, Coach Belichick. You are the new coach of the University of North Carolina Chapel Hill Tar Heels. Don't fuck up. All right. Next. This is Akil's point of view on the Heisman Trophy winner. First and foremost, shout out to Colorado two-way star, wide receiver and defensive back, Travis Hunter, who won the Heisman Trophy. What was it, this past Saturday? Yep, won the Heisman Trophy. He defeated Boise State running back Jeanty. Forgot the young man's first name. My apologies. Travis Hunter, who is a two-way player. As a receiver, he had 92 catches, 1,152 yards, and 14 receiving touchdowns. Not bad for a receiver at all. Not bad. And on the defensive side of the ball, he had 19 tackles, 19 total tackles, and 4 interceptions. None of them returned for touchdowns. Jeanty rushed for 2,497 yards, 29 touchdowns. Young man averaged 192 yards per game. He led his team to a conference championship, and he also led his team to the college football playoff. There is some controversy because you got people who felt as if Jeanty should have won the Heisman. Again, you heard the stats. No running back has come close this year to the production that he has to Jeanty's production. Excuse me. His team is in the college football playoff. The Colorado Buffaloes are not. And if I'm not mistaken, Boise State has a first round bye, which is an incredible season. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm going to give the nod to Travis Hunter, right? And the reason why is because the last two-way player to win the Heisman Trophy was Charles Woodson in '97 for the University of Michigan. Yeah. Shout out to the Wolverines. He beat out Peyton Manning and Randy Moss. And if I'm not mistaken, I can look up Charles Woodson's stats. That year he won the Heisman, but I know his receiving stats were not to the level of Travis Hunter. However, I know Travis Hunter's defensive stats was not that of Charles Woodson. However, for Travis Hunter to do what he's done, both sides of the ball. You know what? Let me do this real quick. Charles Woodson, 1997 stats. We'll do that. So yeah, with Travis Hunter. Oh, here we go. Bam. Travis Hunter versus Charles Woodson stats. Okay. See, look here. I ain't afraid to admit if a motherfucker got to go online, you know what I'm saying, and look up some shit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't ashamed, nigga. I ain't ashamed. So check this out. We gonna do this. So real quick, this is I'm on the Sporting News, right? So here's Travis Hunter on offense. His stats: 92 catches, 1,152 yards, 14 touchdowns. He was one of 2 receivers who had at least 90 catches, 1,000 yards, and 10 touchdowns in the season. The other was San Jose State's Nick Nash, who had 104 catches for 1,382 yards and 16 touchdowns. On the defensive side of the ball, now see there, Yahoo Sports is fucking with me. So on the defensive side of the ball, Hunter had 32 tackles, 4 interceptions, and 11 pass breakups on defense while playing in the secondary. He had a forced fumble. In overtime, they helped the Buffaloes clinch a 38-31 overtime victory over Baylor. Now, when it comes to Charles Woodson, let's see here. Charles Woodson's stats goes as follows. On the offensive side of the ball, he had 11 catches for 231 yards and 2 touchdowns. He also had 33 punt returns for 283 yards. On the defensive side of the ball, you got Champ Bailey. Hold up, let's see. Show me the defensive stats, motherfucker. Let's see here. Those are the 33 punt returns. Let's see here. I'm looking for his defensive stats. Give me the defensive stats. No, they had that. Okay. At any rate, I'll look up his defensive stats. But at any rate, Travis Hunter, he put in work. The boy put in absolute work. Let's see here. Okay, that's Charles Woodson, the defensive side. This was when he was at Michigan. Okay, so on the defensive side, in Michigan, let's see here. In that year, 97, he had 11 games. See here, 7 interceptions. Looking at trying to find where his tackle is. That's punt returns. That's passing, scoring. So yeah, at any rate, so at any rate, yeah, they are not giving me this motherfuckers. I don't need his interceptions. I need tackles, nigga. That's rushing and receiving. I need tackles, nigga. All right, at any rate, yeah, I'm not going to spend all this damn time. I'm not going to spend all this time doing that shit. But anyway, I would have given it to Travis Hunter because the boy put in work on the offensive side of the ball. He put in work on the defensive side of the ball. He made big plays. He made big plays on both sides of the ball. Now, I know they are not in the they are in the bowl, but they're not in the championship, in the football playoff. I get that. But yeah, the right person won the Heisman. Shout out to Travis Hunter. Takes nothing away from Genty. Hell of a season, but you know, if he would have played linebacker and maybe had like 10 tackles and maybe a fumble, he would have won. But my man's doing it on both sides of the ball. So, you know, congratulations, Travis Hunter. That is Akil's point of view on the Heisman. My sincerest apologies for spending so much time looking up stats. I know, should have been prepared. Shut the fuck up. At any rate, next up is Akil's point of view on Caitlin Clark winning Time Athlete of the motherfucking year. Hold on now. So, Caitlin Clark, who's the WNBA Rookie of the Year, plays for the Indiana Fever, starting point guard for the Indiana Fever. She won Time Magazine's Athlete of the Year. And surprise, surprise, women are upset. Surprise, surprise, black women are upset. And it's not just black women. You got a couple of white women that are upset as well. For one, you have one coach. I actually do have notes on this one. You got one coach. Let me see here. What's her name? Hold on. Because I wrote it down. What's her name? Her name. She is a current coach. I am so unprepared today. At any rate, she is a current coach. And she said that Caitlin Clark should not have been singled out. And it should have been the entire WNBA that should have won Time Athlete of the Year. And to that, I say, shut the fuck up. Look here, let me just give you a brief little something on the WNBA. WNBA has been in existence for 27 years. It has operated at a net loss all 27 years. Operating at a net loss. You are talking about a league whose players make mid-six figures. mid six figures, right? You're talking about a league whose players just got motherfucking chartered flights this season. Just got chartered flights. These motherfuckers was taking Ubers and taxi cabs and school buses and public transportation to damn games, right? Next thing you know, you got Caitlin Clark. This little white girl comes along. She's the all-time leader, and she's an all-time leader in scoring. You know what I'm saying? The NCAA, all-time leader in scoring. And she comes in with enormous fanfare, right? This young woman comes into the league. More eyes are on the league, right? More people are watching. Most importantly, well, actually, no. The more people watching is most important. So for ad revenue, right? But this woman's impact, if she plays in your town, if she plays the WNBA team in your town, you need a bigger venue. You need a bigger venue just for supporters of Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark has brought the league millions. And I say that to say this. You have veterans in the WNBA like Ajay Wilson, who is phenomenal. MVP, champion, multiple time champion, monster of South Carolina, monster, right? And I get it, right? I get why you may be upset. But here's the facts. As great as you are, you and others in the league were not bringing people to the games or eyes to the TV sets. That's just a fact. You can, excuse me, you can look at the stats. You can look at the attendance. You can look at TV viewership. Hell, these women got planes now. These women are traveling second class now. You understand me? Don't tell me the Caitlin Clark effect ain't real. Don't tell me it ain't real when Caitlin Clark got black people supporting black women out of spite. Fuck out of here. Don't tell me that the Caitlin Clark effect ain't real, right? So, and then let's talk about the impact, right? So, her team, the Indiana Fever, they got the first pick in the draft because they was the sorriest team in the league last year. Guess what? This year, team made the goddamn playoffs. And one could argue that Caitlin Clark was a major contributing factor. Meanwhile, you have players like Angel Reese, right? Angel Reese is a national champion for the LSU Tigers. She's a national champion, right? She is a good player. However, she is delusional in thinking that motherfuckers came to watch her too. Ain't nobody come to see you, baby girl. People not even seeing you play in Chicago. But when Caitlin Clark came to town, got to move to another venue. Like, come on, B. Like, yo, and then you got all of these angry black women so upset at the media coverage that Caitlin Clark is getting when y'all should be shutting the fuck up and just reaping the goddamn benefits and understand that it's going to trickle down and it's a domino effect. You understand me? Like, yo, you motherfuckers do not represent the majority. I know you might want to think you do, but you don't. You don't represent the majority. She does. She does. Right? You are going to get your shoes. You're going to get your money. You're going to get all that shit. Right? Don't sit up here and hate on the golden goose. Don't hate on her. That's just plain stupid. Do not hate on the golden goose, all right? You ride them waves, right? You ride them waves. You lick them walls. You understand me? You lick them till it's dry. Then when it's dry, you wait for Juju to come in the league. You wait for Paige Buchers to come in the league. Then you can lick them walls so they motherfucking dry. Because those are the motherfuckers that's going to be bringing in revenue. And hopefully those generation of players, new generation of players, are going to make it to whereas the WNBA can operate at a net gain. Right? So, again, don't hate on Caitlin Clark for winning Time Athlete of the Year. Miss Sheryl Swoopes, Miss Hall of Fame, multiple Olympic gold medal winning, four-time WNBA champion, legend, Sheryl Swoopes. Shut the fuck up hating on this white girl. Like, what the fuck? Like, why are you so hateful? Like, really, like, why? Like, she takes digs at that white girl every chance she takes. But the funny thing is, much like Angel Reese, using that white girl for clout. Anytime you mention Caitlin Clark's name, you're going to get a response, and that's what you want, and that's your goal. And I get it because you're in the media. You know what I'm saying? When you want some attention, you clout chase Caitlin Clark. Oh, shit, that's the 4 C's, clout chase Caitlin Clark, right? Shout out to Caitlin Clark. Way to win your award. Black women in the WNBA, women period in the WNBA. Stop hating on that girl. Lick the walls and shut the fuck up. All right, that was the Kill's point of view. Now, let's move on to the Niggas Felice program, or as you all know it, the NFL. Let's go over some scores right quick. So, the LA Rams defeated the San Francisco 49ers 12-6. The Philadelphia Eagles defeated the Pittsburgh Steelers 27-13. The Green Bay Packers defeated the Seattle Seahawks 30-13. The Atlanta Falcons, how about them Dirty Birds, defeated the Las Vegas Raiders 15-9. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers defeated the Los Angeles Chargers 40-17. The Buffalo Bills in the game of the week, the Buffalo Bills defeated the Detroit Lions 48-42. And the Minnesota Vikings defeated the woeful Chicago Bears 30-12. Real quick, let's go ahead and look at some, let's go ahead and take a quick look at the playoff picture. So when it comes to the AFC, for the most part, the division champions are set, right? So you got Kansas City, their division champ. You got Buffalo, their division champ. The Houston Texans, their division champ. The Pittsburgh Steelers, they clinched the playoff spot. They have a matchup against the Baltimore Ravens this coming Sunday. Yeah. They have a, I believe it's this coming Sunday. Yeah. So that is a huge matchup. And real quick, Pittsburgh is 3-1 in the division. The Baltimore Ravens are 2-2 in the division. Very, 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 very important game for the Pittsburgh Steelers. They win, more than likely they're going to win the division, which is what you want to do. When it comes to the wild card, for the most part, the wild card is set as well. You got Baltimore at 9-5, Denver at 9-5, and the Los Angeles Chargers at 8-6. Now, in the hunt, you have Indianapolis at 6-8 and Miami at 6-8. Now, personally, Indianapolis is trash. Miami, they're trash. I don't care. They're trash. I don't see them creeping up in the wild card unless both win their next 2 games and the Chargers lose 2, and I don't know. I don't see Indy and Miami making it in the playoffs. So for the most part, it looks like the AFC playoff picture is set. Kansas City, Buffalo, Pittsburgh, Houston, Baltimore, Denver, LA Chargers. Those more than likely will be your teams that'll be on the AFC side of the ball. Now, the NFC side, it's not as certain. So, when it comes to the division, all the divisions are up for grabs. Like, all of the divisions are up for grabs. Hey, hold up. I could have sworn I said Chargers. Okay, cool. So, at any rate, so the Detroit Lions, what up, though? Detroit Lions, they clinched the playoff spot. but they don't have the division locked up. The Philadelphia Eagles clinched a playoff spot, but they don't have the division locked up. The Minnesota Vikings clinched a playoff spot, but they don't have the division locked up. And then when you look at the wild card race, you got Green Bay, Washington, Seattle, Atlanta. Right now, as it stands, Tampa Bay, they're the NFC South leader, and the LA Rams are the NFC West leader. However, next week you got You got the New York Giants at the Atlanta Falcons. Now you also have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers versus Dallas Cowboys. My Dallas Cowboys. So Atlanta fans, you might want to go ahead, take care of business against the sorry ass Giants, and you might want to be a Dallas Cowboys fan because you are losing ground quickly. Quickly. You need to win out. You need to hope that Tampa Bay loses their remaining games so you can win the division and get into the playoffs. Otherwise, if you don't get into the playoffs, this season is one colossal failure. You gave all that money to Kirk Cousins. He is doing diddly poo-poo pants. $100 million damn dollars ain't doing a goddamn thing. You're wasting Kyle Pitts' talent. Send that boy to Dallas. Trust me, we'll make him a Hall of Famer. So check this out. So with that being said, next week's matchups, right? Let's see here. For next week's matchups, I want you to look out for Houston and Kansas City, Pittsburgh, Baltimore, Giants, Atlanta, Arizona versus Carolina, Tampa Bay versus Dallas. These are important games. Why? The playoffs. Playoff picture. Like, we got 2 weeks left in the season, right? We got 2 weeks. It's 14, 16, 3 weeks left in the season. Yeah, no, we got 2 weeks because this is going to be week 16. So, we got 2 weeks in the season. And, like in Detroit, you got Chicago. Don't sleep on Chicago. Do not sleep on Chicago. Because after Chicago, if I'm not mistaken, you might have Minnesota again. Let me see. Nope, that's Green Bay. Okay, Detroit got San Francisco. Okay, then. So, Detroit, y'all need to win. Because you got Minnesota on your ass and Green Bay's on your ass. You need to win. Not to mention, number one overall seed in the NFC is on the line. And Detroit is 12-2. And I believe the Philadelphia Eagles, they're also 12-2. Detroit, you need to win out. If you want a first round bye, if you want the playoffs to go through Ford Field, you all need to win out. I'm hoping for you all to win out. Win. All right? Houston, Kansas City, Pittsburgh, Baltimore, Giants, Atlanta, Arizona, Carolina, Tampa Bay, Dallas. Games to watch this coming Sunday. And then let me see here. Which game is on Thursday? Thursday night's game is the Denver Broncos and the Los Angeles Chargers. Now, as I stated, the AFC is pretty much set, but still just jockeying for position. You know what I'm saying? So again, when it comes to the playoff picture, the AFC is pretty much set. Right? But the NFC still got some things to sort out. You got division champs that need to be sorted out. And overall just playoff seeding with the wild cards and all that good stuff. So these next 2 weeks in the NFL should be an exciting 2 weeks indeed. I cannot wait for the playoffs to start. All right then. So let's see here. What else we got? Let's discuss the NBA, shall we? So the NBA is going on right now. They have the NBA Cup, which in all honesty, I don't give a damn about. I don't give a damn about the NBA Cup. I think it's pointless. No different than that NBA champion. What was it? That in-season tournament BS last year. I think it's just total BS. I get it. Out of incentive for the players and money. It's all bullshit. At any rate, tonight, ABC, at 8:30 p.m., you got the Milwaukee Bucks versus the Oklahoma City Thunder. Now, the money line, Oklahoma City is favored, -200. Point spread, -4.5. And the over-under is 215, right? Now, real quick, let's go over some injuries. Chris Middleton, he's out with an illness. Looks like Giannis Antetokounmpo, he'll be out with a patella injury. You got Liam Robbins, who's a center. He's out with an ankle. On the Oklahoma City side, you got Alex Dukas. Dukas, who gives a fuck? Adam Flagler, who's a guard. He's out with a finger. Alex is out with a back injury. And then you have, Asmane Dieng. He's a small forward, and he's out with a finger. As long as Shea is playing, I'm picking Oklahoma City. Pick Oklahoma City. I'll put my money on the money line, on the point spread. Yeah, I think Oklahoma City will win by at least 5. And you know what? I'm going to go. You know what? Fuck it. I'm going to go under on the over-under. I'm going to go under 215. I'm going under 215. I don't see outside of Dame. I don't see who in the fuck going to be scoring like that. Yeah, like I don't see who going to be scoring like that. So yeah, that's what's going on in the NBA Cup. Milwaukee, OKC. Give me OKC. All right. So, we've discussed the NFL, discussed the NBA Cup. Allow me to take this time to thank our sponsors. These are the entities that keep the lights on at Coming Through in the Clutch. Faulty Sports Equipment. It's protection for the poor. Pee Wee Football. The path to CTE starts here. And winners only trophies. Second place deserves nothing. Once again, I would like to thank our sponsors, Faulty Sports Equipment, Pee Wee Football, and winners only trophies. All right, ladies and gentlemen, before I get up out of here, I'm going to give you a quick rundown of what we discussed on today's episode of Coming Through in the Clutch, excuse me. Bill Belichick, the UNC, good deal. He will be successful. Travis Hunter won the Heisman. Shout out to Travis Hunter. Well deserving. I know there's controversy. I would have picked Hunter as well. Caitlin Clark, Time Athlete of the Year. Congratulations, Caitlin. Everybody hating, shut the fuck up. Let's see here. The NFL playoff picture. AFC is pretty much intact. You got Kansas City, Buffalo, Pittsburgh, Baltimore, Baltimore. Oh yeah, here we go. So yeah, Kansas City, Buffalo, Pittsburgh, Houston, Baltimore, Denver, LA Chargers. NFC, it's a little murky. But as it stands right now, you got Detroit, Philly, Tampa, LA Rams, Minnesota, Green Bay, Washington. NBA Cup is tonight. Oh, also real quick, in terms of this week's games, check out Houston, Kansas City, Pittsburgh, Baltimore, New York Giants, Atlanta Falcons, Arizona, Carolina, Tampa Bay, Dallas. Let's see here. NBA Cup is tonight. Milwaukee Bucks versus Oklahoma City, 8:30 ABC. I'm going with Oklahoma City. I want to thank our sponsors, Faulty Sports Equipment, Pee Wee Football, and Winners Only Trophies. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to share with you my sports quote of the day. Today's quote comes courtesy of one Jim Mora Sr. He is a former NFL coach. And this is his famous playoffs speech. It's very, very funny.
Well, I'll start off by saying this. Do not blame that game on the defense, okay? I don't care who you play, whether it's a high school team, a junior college team, a college team, much less an NFL team. When you turn the ball over 5 times, 4 interceptions, 1 for a touchdown, 3 others in field position to set up touchdowns, you ain't gonna beat anybody I just talked about. Anybody. All right? And that was a disgraceful performance, in my opinion. We threw that game. We gave it away by doing that. We gave them the friggin' game. In my opinion, that sucked. You can't turn the ball over 5 times like that. Holy crap. I don't know who the hell we think we are when we do something like that. Unbelievable. 5 turnovers. One of them, we've thrown 4 interceptions for touchdowns this year. That might be an NFL record. That's pitiful. I mean, it's absolutely pitiful to perform like that. Pitiful. What's that? Playoffs? Don't talk about playoffs. You kidding me? Playoffs? I just hope we can win a game. Another game.
Playoffs? Playoffs? I just hope we can win a game. Or another game. You know what? I think we got time for one more. We got time for one more rant. We got time for one more. This one is courtesy of one Hall of Fame linebacker and former San Francisco 49er coach, Mike Singletary.
No. You don't want me to go much further. Go right ahead. Ask the question. Vernon just, it was something that I told everybody at the very beginning of the week. I will not tolerate players that think it's about them when it's about the team. And we cannot make decisions that cost the team and then come off the sideline and it's nonchalant. No. You know what? This is how I believe, okay? I'm from the old school. I believe this. I would rather play with 10 people and just get penalized all the way until we got to do something else, rather than play with 11 when I know that right now that person is not sold out to be a part of this team. It is more about them than it is about the team. I cannot play with them. Cannot win with them. Cannot coach with them. Can't do it. I want winners. I want people that want to win.
Right. I know one thing. There is no I in team, but there damn sure is a me. Ha! So, look here, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Coming Through in the Clutch. I greatly appreciate you. Next week, look here, next episode, we're going to talk some NFL. We're going to talk NBA. We're going to talk sports, and more sports and everything that got to do with sports. You dig? So just remember, when the game is on the line, I take the last shot because I always come through in the clutch. Until next time, people. Hey, the show's over with. You got my shit? Everything in order? All right, nigga, let's keep it moving. Got money to make.